Good evening, everyone. Gladstone High School played host to a softball tournament today. The event started with Marquette defeating Escanaba 5-3 and then Kingsford 7-2. But the Redettes had to leave early, which meant there was a new opening in the championship game, and 4 teams were all fighting for a spot. On one field, Norway would meet the host Gladstone Braves in the winner's bracket to make it to the final game. In the top of the 6th inning, Norway would lead 3-1 over Gladstone with a runner on third, but Morgan Kowalski will fly out to Britta Gravold to end the inning. On to the top of the 7th, still 3-1 Knights when Tassi Martinez hits a hopper to short. The throw is low. Martinez gets on base for the Braves. 2 batters later, Martinez at second. Maddie Kowalski goes opposite field. Martinez scores. It's 3-2 in favor of the Knights still. Norway, though, they weren't ready to give up. Harley Castor power strike 3 past Carasalo, and the Knights stun the Braves 3-2 to advance to the finals. On the other field, the Escanaba Eskimos and Kingsford Flivers were battling for a chance out of the consolation bracket to the championship game. Bottom of the 2nd with Escanaba already at 5-1. Katie Ross adds more. She smacks a double off the fence, allowing Callie Heller to score. Eskimos up 6-1. Still on the top of the 2nd inning, and the scoring continues. Taylor Sigorski with a blooper to shallow center, but the ball is too hard to handle, allowing Katie Ross and JJ Laviolette to come around and score. 8-1 Eskimos. Eskimos cruise to the final game with a score of 16-1 in 4 innings. On to the final game, the Norway Knights and the Escanaba Eskimos. Katie Ross is on the mound for Escanaba, and she was on fire all game. She gets Jordan Kramer to swing for strike 3. That was one of 11 Ks for Ross. Norway gave up a run in the 3rd and 4th, but with runners in scoring position, Harley Castor gets Callie Heller to ground out to stop the scoring at 2-0. On to the top of the 5th, and the Eskimos are up 3-0 when JJ Laviolette smokes this pitch fair down the third base line, allowing a run to score, and then JJ stretches it into a double. When the dust clears, she's safe. 4-0 Escanaba. Norway, though, they stepped up on defense. Ali Shiski with the web gem and the throw from the ground for the out. But in the top of the 6th, Katie Ross, she came up and it was her show. She came to a plate 2 for 2 with an RBI, and then she added a 2-run dinger, and yes, it is a dinger because it dinged off the scoreboard. Ross puts the Eskimos up 6-0. Escanaba goes on to win the tournament 6-0 over Norway. In high school baseball action, Gladstone had a doubleheader with Appleton North. Braves dropped game 1 3-2 after a walk-off single in the 7th. Then the Braves fall 9-3 in game 2. Quick shout out, the Gladstone JV team. This was their first game. It happened today. We'll have some sort of footage of that coming tomorrow. And Escanaba was in action against Seymour, and the Eskimos won a close one 3-2. More than 300 people participated in the 36th annual Norway Spring Classic. The start for the 10-kilometer race was moved a little south of its previous location to reduce potential traffic problems. The 10K route is mostly on pavement, and within the first 2 miles, you jog past the cemetery. That section is at least 1 kilometer in length. The course is known for some pretty good hills. Here's one of those approaching the halfway point of the race. The finish is back at Ronberg Stadium. It's always a challenge trying to find the winner among other categories, but just in time, Escanaba's girls track coach Dan DeLong crossed the finish line in a time of 38 minutes, 48.9 seconds, about 50 seconds faster than Norway's Bob Cavallari.
Rob Cavalieri, he was pushing me at 2, and he's a long distance runner, so I was a little worried. He was pushing the pace at about 2 miles, and then at the 3-mile hill, I got by him and then just kept the distance. He's a strong runner at 60, and I'm only 43. I told him I hope I can run as fast as he is when I'm 60.
She was ahead of me the first 2 miles. Then I passed her on one of the hills, and then she came back and passed me again. And then I passed her on another hill. We went up the hill together.
Oh, okay.
And I said, let's just, let's finish hard together. Let's keep pushing each other. And but then I lost her.
Van Den End finished nearly a minute and 50 seconds ahead of Norway High School's Kira Johnson. Andrew Kangas won the men's 5K in 19 minutes 35 seconds, while Westwood High School's Amber Grassinger took the women's 5K in 24:20. Proceeds from the race go to the Youth Advisory Council. You can visit us online at uppermichigansource.com. In case you missed it, UP Power aired tonight over the winter sports, all the champions we had. If you missed it, it will re-air Saturday, April 30th at 7:30, 6:30 Central Time on our sister station Fox UP. You get to see a pretty intense matchup with Jason Whitens and myself one-on-one in the basketball court.
We can imagine who wins, right?
Definitely Jason Whitens. So yeah, it was a lot of fun, and it's a really great program to showcase all the talent that we have here in the UP.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Ethan.